Okay, we did it.
We're live?
Yeah, we're live, bro. Welcome to the podcast.
Day 4.
Day 4 of the podcast. What are we doing today, Zay?
I don't know, but I'm freaking caffeinated.
Zay's hype. You guys are going to get a great drive to the gym. All right, seatbelt's on. Isaiah just got his car back, so we're taking his car today. It's an STI Subaru. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, start her up, fire her up. You guys get to hear this bad boy. All right, we'll open the windows a little bit.
Should I rev it a little bit?
Here, let me put my mic out the window. The audio's all the way up, like it's peaking, so you're definitely gonna hear that.
For background, my car just got tuned. The engine blew up months ago, and we finally got it back all built. It's so fun.
It is super fun. So he'll probably drive like a maniac. We're filming in 4K today. It's gonna take a while to stabilize this, but I usually just play Call of Duty while it stabilizes. Yeah. Did you know that about me?
I did not. You've been ducking all my Call of Duty invites. I've been very sad.
We were working the other day. It's no excuse. Yeah, so today we're going to the gym. Isaiah is gonna do probably a similar feel-good lift. He probably won't dunk on Saturday, but Austin and we plan to. So I'm trying to think of what else.
My meniscus feels way better.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
as an
actually,
update.
Yeah, update the meniscus.
So, as you guys know, I was playing basketball, hurt it really bad. It was one of those injuries where I was just like, this might be it. I gotta hang it up, retire, stop dunking, live life as a family man. And then the next day I felt like Wolverine because it felt fine.
Wolverine.
Yeah. So, I think this is the third day since I hurt it, and I haven't lifted or tried jumping or anything, but just walking around, it feels almost 100. So, yeah, I expect to be back fully training and stuff like that in less than a week.
When do you think you'll be able to dunk again?
I feel like I can dunk right now.
That's a bold claim.
But I haven't, like I said, I haven't moved explosively yet. And then,
Wait, look at this.
She's jamming out.
Oh, wait, I can't turn far enough, but I would definitely show you guys if I could.
Person bios is freaking jamming.
Yeah, they're having a grand old time. So the meniscus feels better. We had a long conversation yesterday about eccentrics and like the type of eccentric loading because we were basically not sure if we wanted to scratch the last cycle because he improved so quickly. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous videos, but I was like, I think Isaiah's going to bounce back within like literally a week or two. And he did. There's a cop over there, by the way, so you can literally see his lights. Isaiah doesn't have his radar today. Not that we ever do anything illegal in this car. Eccentric focused cycle. What I basically learned from it, and Isaiah, you can pitch in whenever you have a thought, is basically that we can't load heavy eccentric work in the weight room and then also do plyos unless we pull out all basketball and dunking. And even then, it's like highly, highly potent. So typically what you want to do is you want to have more specific cycles during, the more specific you get like in the training means the more general you have to get in the training as well. So what you typically see is guys will pull out the, eccentric work. They'll pull out explosive squats. They'll pull out power cleans or clean pull. Well, clean pulls are pretty general, but like power cleans, hang power cleans, stuff like that, especially in track. And they'll do more general work, right? It's just like maintenance kind of strength work, maintenance power work. That thing sounds so good, by the way. So what we did is kind of the opposite because we were like, well, we're in specific prep. So for those of you that don't know, it goes gen prep, special prep, specific prep, and then you go pre-comp and comp. Since we don't have a competitive season, technically speaking, it's hard to kind of write training because you can kind of just do whatever you want. Whereas like in basketball or volleyball or these other sports, you have a competitive season that you're preparing for. And so it's easier to plan. For us, we kind of just make a competitive season and decide because it's easier to conceptualize when you want to do certain things. So like we basically plan for a competitive period in, what would it be? Well, it starts in April. That'll be the second one. And that'll probably go through the summer. We might touch up on some qualities in the middle, but then we were planning on doing one in like February. So this was, December, January was going to be more or less like special prep pre-comp and then blend into competition. Probably do that for like 2 weeks or so, maybe 3. And then we were going to back off, get really general, build up his strength levels again and work up into dunk camp. But we may have an event come up with a different somebody. We don't know yet. We're not going to disclose anything yet because we don't know.
I think we can.
Did Billy mention?
There's nothing signed or anything.
Basically, go ahead, you can tell him.
So, as you guys know, I've tested 50.5 inches on my vertical at dunk camp last summer. At that same dunk camp, Dak, if you guys don't know him, Darius Clark is his full name, King Dak on IG. He tested a 50-inch vertical and had Guinness out there to record it officially. So he has the official world record according to Guinness. It was just weird because I tested 50.5 at the exact same camp without Guinness.
That's so awkward.
So yeah, there's been a lot of
Call it beef.
yeah, there's been a lot of beef on IG because I'll post my jump, be like world record, and then obviously he'll get upset because he has the Guinness world record. So I've been talking with Billy, and I want to set something up with Dak where we go basically to the same gym, measure our reaches the exact same way, get a jump on the same vertex, and then just see who jumps higher on the vertex. And yeah, so I'm trying to see if we can plan that out. I haven't talked to Dak yet, but
maybe the method for measuring your reach is actually not who can reach the highest, it's actually who can fudge it the most. Because then it's like you're both trying to fucking get the lowest possible reach.
There's incentive.
Whereas like when you do it the highest, it's like the goal is like, you know what I mean? Oh, well, obviously
there's no incentive.
There's no incentive to try harder. So it's maybe like, let's see what the most inflated number we can get is. That might be a good idea, actually.
Could also do height checks.
Height checks, but that's actually, it'd be pretty close for you guys. Like that wouldn't be a super bad way to do it. Like
and maybe like height check to a vertex or something.
You could do 3 times or 3 different ways. You could do height check, flight time, and what's the other one?
Actually, that would be interesting. So measure all 3?
Yeah, measure all 3. And we could be like, look, this is the flight time one. Your goal is to get the highest fucking flight time. I don't care how you fucking do it.
Yeah.
Get the highest flight time you can get. What do you think you would inflate? That'd be interesting.
I could inflate it like crazy.
But that's the thing. That's the name of the game. Is like, look, it's whoever can do that skill better. They're all 3 a skill. And it would be like, we could talk about it and be like, look, like this is how we're gonna. You can't control for that. But if you're like, that's like I'm saying, when you have incentive, then it's like normalized, you know? It's like, oh, well, everyone fudge your reach as much as possible, right? Inflate your vertical as much as possible. So then like we could talk about it and be like, we know what the actual number is, but again, there's, like you said, there's no incentive to lower the value. The incentive is inflate the value as much as possible. And it would make for an interesting YouTube video because I think people would be like, whoa, wait, he did blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, we talked about that.
Also, the points for and against our vertical jump measurements. So Dak, he measured his reach with level shoulders. I elevated my shoulder. And then the argument against my vertex versus his vertex, he measured how high he touched afterwards with a tape measure. We didn't measure the vertex. But in my defense, we did choose the straightest vertex, and on video it looks very, very straight. So I don't think, if it was off, I don't think it was off by much.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Hopefully for April. I think Zay needs about 3 months. I said this yesterday in the video, but I took it out. But I think Dak's such a freak athlete that like I don't know what his training is like. I have no idea. I know he's trained with FSU, but I genuinely don't know what he does for training. I have no idea. So I think he trains off like I don't know what his cycles are like. I have no idea. But I know what Isaiah does, and I'm fairly confident any given day Dak could walk in and hit 50 because he's like a freak.
Yeah.
Whereas Isaiah, like you could hit like 40. Well, without getting hurt, it's tough. But to dial it in and hit like a true 50, we have to have like months of consistent good training.
Although I'm curious what my baseline is at now, because yesterday I found a video of a different angle of my height check, basically the least biased angle possible for my height check.
That's the most Florida thing I've ever seen. It says Orlando Gun Show, by the way.
And then my height checks recently filmed from the same angle look really similar. So I've gotten way stronger since I tested 50. And I'm jumping high now, and I feel like my baseline is higher at the moment.
Right. So we don't know what his vertical is. We know his eccentric strength has gone up. We know he's been doing plyos. He's been doing all these kind of like good things that you want to do, but it's hard to say like what the actual value is because we just don't know at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's currently that situation. Today though, The goal is to get him healthy and back jumping. So we don't really have a per se like periodized plan. It's more going by feel and seeing what he can and can't do.
Yeah, I think today will be a good
like estimate
test because I'm doing the feel good lift, right?
First.
Half squat,
Yeah,
power
half
clean.
Squat. Power clean is gonna have to follow half squats, and it's gonna be contingent on how you feel.
Yeah, that's.
I probably would do pulls.
I'll know how I feel.
I probably wouldn't do catches. Honestly.
I'll know how I feel with power cleaning. That'll be a.
That's terrifying for me.
Yeah.
You're really trying to. You
See
feel
what
that good?
happens.
You feel that good?
The thing is I won't be retarded. Like if
He says.
I'm generally good about knowing what I can do on the day or not.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think we'll film the top sets, like I said. Yesterday was super awkward, but today I have Isaiah and Austin, so yes. I mean, yesterday I was like doing bicep curls filming. It was like 25 pounds. It was like so awkward. I was like, oh, whatever, okay. And they weren't with me, so it was something else. I feel really good today, actually, though. My body feels great. I think actually, if I were to jump on Saturday, or if I jump on Saturday, I'll jump really well. So I'm excited for that. I don't know where we're even going. I don't want to go to UCF anymore. Fuck that noise, bro.
UCF?
Yeah.
For jumping and dunking and
Is
stuff?
your check engine light on right now, bro?
Yeah. That's what I was taking a picture of it.
No. Is it because
it's the same code it was throwing up before.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's probably the turbo code thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking 24-hour though. Like that 24-hour in Aloma.
Yeah. I really want to try that actually.
Yeah. Well, that other rim is like you would kill that 10 and a half side. Like you'd murder that. I've measured it a couple times, and like I said, it's anywhere between 9.10 and 9.11 in that range. I think when you measure it, it's going to be 9.10 and a half. I think it'll be 9.10 and a half, yeah. Unless it got tweaked down a little more. But I have it on video, me measuring it. You've seen that video, right?
Yeah.
So that was a good, decent measuring job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where it's at. I've jumped well on that.
Like Kilgannon says though, my tape measure is the only one that matters.
Yeah, and I hate that, but that's what he said. Your tape measure or his tape measure?
Mine. That's how I see my tape measure. Like, subjective, man. Nothing freaking matters.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that matters with rim heights is
when you're in the same court on the same day dunking together.
Yep.
That's what matters.
Yep.
Actually, straight up. Anyways, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We'll film the top sets and then we'll reconvene on the way home in the whip. As always, guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're looking for coaching and you want to get the level of expertise that Isaiah and I have, go to THPStrength.com. It's $99 right now a month. You'll be grandfathered into that price. It will definitely go up based on the demand that we have right now. Unless we magically figure out how to handle more individualized specific coaching. But right now it's looking like this going to be the wave.
Yeah.
All right, see you boys. And maybe if there's a girl watching, but I doubt it. All right. So this is my last set. I've been kind of floating the leg off just because it's really hard at the bottom, right? Because of leverage. So when you're working in this specific exercise, you're basically moving the axis of rotation really far away from the line of action, right? So the axis of rotation in this case is your knee, right? Now underneath the bar, where the line of action is, the line of action comes straight down. This is just physics. So my axis of rotation is really far away, which means my moment arm is really far away, which means I have even though I'm only in a quarter squat, I have very, 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 very poor leverage. So it's pretty tough. And if I sit back, right, that's pretty easy, that's all hip, but the goal is to keep the hip forward. And honestly, push this forward a little bit. Hip can bend a little bit, but the goal is really to get the knee loaded up. Push back through the ball of the foot almost. Ooh, it's pretty tough. Get the right leg here. Not that I really jump off my right leg, but still good to do. Kind of on a 4 count. Oh, this is not good. One more here. lot of core too. Whew. It's a doozy. I really feel it in my abs, in my hip. Very, 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 very highly specific exercise. But as a slow squat, you're able to get good adaptations, which is what you want, or slow rep, right? Heavy, slow resistance training. If you guys don't know this, very, very, very good for tendons. So this is a highly specific one. Usually I just have guys do squats. Kind of testing this out today. Maybe it'll become a staple in THP, we'll see. I shut this.
It's going? All right, I feel pretty good. Gonna try 405 for a double. RIP. Or a triple. Come on. Come on. You want one more?
You have to dap me first for the protocol.
I'm catching my breath.
Let me talk about it. It was really hard on the second one. After the second one, I didn't know, but it went up, the first one went up pretty easy, so I was like, I'm gonna go for the third one, you know? I'm gonna do it, and then I was thinking about the fourth one, then I realized I didn't do the laundry this morning. I got anxious, so I reckon.
Yo, my depth feels pretty good.
All right, you ready for this?
On that.
I'm gonna power clean this thing.
Like I feel like I'm like hitting parallel, or like slightly below. You can front rack that bitch?
I felt it move a little. I was like, oh.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go up, do a single.
What's your max?
All right. You good? Forgot I gotta talk to the camera. I'm doing a beautiful 455. Not much to say. Doing it for a single. I would say I feel scared, but I'm just kidding, I'm terrified. Come on. Height, go. Fuck. 455.
Fucking map. No, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, 405. I was thinking 320 or 220.
That was harder than expected, but I think I went lower than I usually do.
Was that your max?
Oh, I've done 480, but I think it was way higher than that. Shit. All right. That was not fun. Fuck.
Anything else you want to say?
I love you all. Like the video, sign up for THP. I like cereal. I like rap music. I like Duncan. I love Cole.
Hi.
I love Austin. Shout out Kevin.
What's up?
THP gang. All right. Bye.
All right. Sweet guys, so Austin and I are trying this out. We're trying to load rec fem, kind of playing around with stuff. Hopefully the manager doesn't yell at us, but.
What excessive work do you do?
Hold on one sec, Zay. Let me do this.
Oh, my bad.
So I'm gonna sit on this, put the feet up here, and then basically I'm gonna extend the knees so the core stays normal, and it's all legs, but this is pretty intense. So here, you can see, just using my knees to angulate through here, not my back. Oh, that's good. Whew.
On the quads?
Yeah, it's all quads, rec fem. It's hard. All right, so that's Rec Fem quad. Probably just end it there, do 2 to 3 sets. It's really freaking hard. And yeah, it should be, we'll see how the knees feel tomorrow. Kept everything slow, so should be all right, but we did load the hell out of it. Austin's gonna go now, and we'll do some accessories. Top sets. Oh, fuck, I almost just slipped. Did everyone see that? All aboard the gain train, boys. I'm gonna try to do 6 reps here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And yeah, this is good session. Kevin's here. We're just going between these two, between 4 and 6 sets. Cole's flexing the mirror. All right, here we go. Whew, that was hard. That was very hard. Oh, I blew up like a balloon. So Zay's gonna go. You're gonna do this after this?
I'll do 7.
Let's do it now. Zay's gonna go. Just do it now. Here you go.
All right.
Oh, you don't wanna add another?
Oh no, I'm saying because I need the 45s from him. I thought you were just saying do that way. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, no,
All right. Here you go.
All right.
All right, good set. No, I'm just-
You got nervous.
yeah. That one fell.
No way, bro.
Yeah, on the last rep. My hamstrings was burning, bro. Whew. Yeah. I think it's because my feet are really far out. And I feel it more in my hammies. 5?
Talk to the viewers.
Oh. That felt good. Last exercise of the day. I don't have much to say about that. That shit is light work. I was feeling it a lot in my hamstrings. I think because I have my feet really far out. So next time I think I'll put them in because we want more glutes. I'm not a 1-foot jumper. So, boom.
Did you actually hit me on camera like I passed out?
All right. Oh, wait, is it still going?
Push the button.
No. I'll see you guys in the car. We're about to do seated calf raise. It's good for the soleus. When you jump off 2 feet, the soleus activates when your legs are bent. This one is the gastroc, that's when your legs are straight. Let's get it. Book bag on for added resistance. I like that sound. It reminds me of fucking.
Yeah. I'm cutting Cole. Cole's gonna be upset. Like you said, it's for soleus. We're on a time crunch, Cole. Hey. Whew. Had to jump that forward. This pad was way too far forward. All right. So that is it for the lift. We're good. I'll see you guys in the car. We gotta roll. We're done?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Isaiah is speeding to get his child, like a good father. So we just finished up the lift. Ooh, it's okay. I'll stabilize this later. We'll be all right. So we just finished up the lift. We got through it super fast. You guys will see the top sets there. I thought it actually went super well. Zay caught a clean a little high and kind of bothered his meniscus a little bit because it's the straight. We don't even know. Is it your meniscus? What the like?
Yeah, I cut it straight and I just felt my meniscus, but then it was bothering me in the half squat. later on. So I don't know.
Half squat?
Yeah, I would go in a half squat, and when I would like bounce there, like that's when I was feeling it. It was weird.
Yeah, so I'd say you're probably a week out from that. Based
Yeah.
on like full out jumping, maybe next Friday or Saturday he can jump.
Yeah.
But he's still able to get loading, which is what we care about. So we'll probably stay away from power cleans for a bit, but stick with pulls. I think that'll work really well. Half squats we'll definitely stay with, I think. Either there or quarter, one of the two, whatever feels fine. Actually, probably half, yeah. Or bottoms up, pulsing.
They get 455 pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty decent depth.
Yeah, that was crazy. Austin's hip is getting way better. I don't know what the hell was going on. It was like his hip just shut off. So we did a lot of stuff for rec fem for us, because the rec fem is responsible for actually flexing the hip, but also extending the knee. So it's a multi-joint muscle. And when that happens, when you jump specifically, you're basically taking your mass and you're braking it. So you're moving really fast, you plant your foot down, your momentum's traveling forward, and then your knee is functioning to brake you backwards. But at the hip, you also have to have a level of strength to extend backwards, actually, believe it or not. So that braking force initially, the rec fem can help a little bit. So Austin and I did that, to work on that kind of capability. And then I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, we did the cable work. We did for hip flexion. I didn't film that. We did the kind of weird, I don't know what you call it. It was like a reverse sit-up. It was like a knee extension, but like a reverse sit-up.
It was almost like a Spanish squat.
Yeah, it was like a Spanish
squat. But like
squat.
lying down.
But harder.
Yeah.
You tried it? Did you like it?
I liked it. I think it would be a really good ISO for my knee. That position's right where I feel my tendinopathy on my right knee.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be good to add in. That was really intense on my knees, actually. I gotta be careful with that one. The single leg squat felt really good, though. The one where I was like kind of pushing through. That thing was loud.
Whoa.
There's a lot of cool cars in Orlando. It's just car culture.
This M3 right here too.
Yeah, I know. This dude's chilling. So yeah, I actually gotta think over that rec fem thing, because I know it's like an eccentric contraction, because you're like pushing back.
Yeah.
But technically it flexes the hip. So you're extending, so it's your hip. I don't know, it's weird. It's maybe more, it's the rec fem, but it's like functioning at the knee to like eccentrically. So pretty interesting stuff. We sometimes learn new things just through training, and I feel like that's one of those things that I'm gonna have to think over, because technically it's an antagonist. I'll give it some thought. Anyways, so yeah, Austin and I worked on that. His hip's feeling a lot better. My hips are feeling good, but a little sore, especially in flexion exercises, which makes sense. Zay freaking killed. We did like a little circuit between calf raises and hip thrusts. So we actually worked up pretty heavy between the 5 of us. So it was me, Kevin, Austin, Cole, Isaiah. We ended up getting up to, what did you do on the hip thrust?
7 plates. So that's like
14 plates.
14 plates plus 15 pounds.
Oh, I can't do that, bro.
I think it's like 660
I think it's
or 640
something
around
like
there.
that. Yeah, it's in that range. So yeah, Zay was going crazy with that, and then calf raises we did 4 45s and a 35, I think, for 6. Isaiah, your calves have caught up to mine like crazy fast. It's actually insane how fast. Whoa! That thing's crazy, bro. This is now a car YouTube. How much did you do for? Oh wow, that thing sounds good. How much did you do for the calf raise? You did, that was it, right? It was 4 45s and a 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both did that.
And a 25.
Oh, was it 25?
Yeah.
So the most I've done on that is equivalent to 7 45s. So that was actually far below my max. But Zay's gotten way better at that. He used to suck at seated calf raise, actually.
Yeah.
Now you're catching me. His calves surpassed. I told him, I was like,
They're looking juicy.
I was like, he's gonna do this for a couple months, like this, especially this last cycle we did, and he's gonna catch me, and inevitably that is what's happened. So now like I said, we've been feel good lifting just to get everyone healthy. And I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was like, it's crazy how when you lift hard and heavy, it is like destroying the body versus building it back up. And these lifts, when we're way below our maximal capabilities, like you have adaptation that you, I guess, like get healthier from. And then there's like a certain point, there's a cop right there, by the way, just warning you, because I know you like
Where?
to speed. Literally right there.
Oh.
See? Stopped at the light waiting for you as the green light goes. Careful now, not too loud, not too loud. Officer, I
It's
swear I
stock.
wasn't doing anything wrong. It's stock, sir. Tell him it's stock. You can't prove it's not. It is stock. Sort of. So yeah, we damn, there's helicopters, bro. That's crazy. We did that, and tomorrow we're gonna do a recovery day. Zay, you're gonna do upper. Are you gonna be around tomorrow? You're around tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
You guys aren't doing anything? Okay, and then Saturday, I'm gonna try to dunk. He definitely won't dunk. He
Yeah.
might do depth drops, but either that or he'll lift.
Yeah, we'll see.
How's your back?
It's perfect, actually.
How's your TFL?
Perfect. Felt it like at a 2 on the half squats. Bro, my power clean was feeling good.
You were pulling the living shit out of the bar.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have, like that was like PR levels of power.
Yeah, that's how it felt. Like when I did that 225 and it was without chalk,
I know.
I was like, shit, I am 300 plus right now.
300 plus power clean level.
Yeah.
And then
And then the half squat, that's under, so my all-time max is 480, but that was way deeper than my 480.
it's actually crazy how you got that close on just another day. Just another day.
It's a random ass
Just a
day. That's
random
always when
day.
it happens, man.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I'm feeling all right. Don't really came in without a plan. Like, you can do it if you want, but you don't have to type of vibe. There's
Yeah.
like no pressure almost. Were you nervous when you did it?
The 455?
Yeah.
Like a little bit. Like a little bit nervous. I went in it confident. And then I went deeper than I normally do, and I was like, oh, it's actually harder than I was expecting.
Yeah. It looked good though.
Yeah.
What were we were talking yesterday about, I actually wanted to mention this more, talk about this more, how, like for 1 foot, the eccentric work, like the plyos that you selected, they're actually better for 2 foot because there's like a greater amortization.
Yeah.
And we were basically talking about how like when he double dips, he has to tell himself to squat deeper during the plyo or else he won't be able to get the same sensation that he gets during 2 foot jumping, and that off vert actually feels more elastic than an approach jump, which is completely counterintuitive. But I've actually said this before, I think 2 foot jumping more and more, the more I coach people, is more like shot put than it is like high jump. And people are like, oh, how is that possible? And I'm like, well, the time intervals are more similar to shot put. The forces are, well, actually, I don't know what the leg thrust is like in shot put. It seems like it's so much upper, but obviously those guys have freaky strength levels in their legs. So obviously it works the legs, but regardless, it's like more forceful, and there's an eccentric load, but there's so much braking force because your foot hits the ground and then you wait and then your other foot hits the ground and then that one's kind of elastic, but still. What's the block foot? How long is that one on the ground for? 180 milliseconds?
I don't remember off the top of my head, actually.
We should look
I
at
need to
that.
measure.
Because I feel like if you're at 230 for the full jump, the block foot has to be like probably 180, which is super elastic actually.
Yeah.
That's really fast. Isaiah's got to get his daughter. She's having a tough day at the office.
Yeah. Sick.
Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. You have anything else to say?
Nope, that's pretty much it. Like the video. If you want us to coach you, go to THPStrength.com. We're raising prices soon, so take advantage ASAP.
No, we're not. Don't listen.
Don't be late to the party.
I'm just kidding. All right, see you guys. Bye.
All right. You want to just stay in here? Or?
Yep.
All right.